I wanted to finally get out and do a little bit of gardening. I've honestly just basically been picking peppers and keeping on top of that, but for the most part I haven't really been going out to the garden. Goodness, look at that wind. Leaves are falling. It is a lovely day, but I've been needing to pick some pumpkins and kind of clean out some areas because I want to put out more carrots and rutabagas. But my mind has been distracted by thinking about all the people that have been affected by Hurricane Helene. It's just very disturbing. You know, I don't usually watch a lot of news, but I have been watching the news on this. The devastation that this storm has caused is just absolutely insane and heartbreaking. Just the way that storm was tracking, it was going to hit us like dead on, and then at the very last minute it just swung east and hit the people over in Eatonton and Augusta, and then hit the mountains, which is just absolutely crazy. I mean, people went to the mountains to be safe. Pickles, what are you doing? They evacuated to the mountains. And there's this new hurricane forming in the West Gulf. Y'all won't see this till after the storm has hit, but I just hope that if you're watching this that you're safe. But for right now, I am gonna go out to the garden and not think of stressful things. And I'm gonna pick some pumpkins and I'm gonna take you with me. I got my trusty gloves here. These are just welding gloves. I have my own pair now that my husband got me from Harbor Freight. They work good at, so that I don't get all scratched up. These, you know, pumpkins are scratchy. Aren't these peppers just beautiful though? Look at these guys. I got some tomato plants still left over. I put these out later. In fact, next year, y'all, when I put my garden out, I always start my tomato seeds in January, along with my peppers and tobacco and all that, but I'm gonna walk backwards. I don't know if that's a good idea. And then I actually put my garden out in April. And I think this next year, I'm gonna go ahead and start a whole another batch of tomatoes from seed. Look at this. This is a lady squash beetle just hatching out of its larva form. That's interesting. I've never seen it at this stage before. Check this out. That's kind of cool. I mean, obviously I don't want her out here. It's another reason I'm going to be taking all this stuff down today. It does not need to be here. You know what? I'm going to need some loppers. And I finally found my pruning shears. They've been lost since several videos ago. I lost them. So let me go get those. That makes me happy. I'm excited. I'll be right back. I saw him last night. I saw him, I grabbed him, and I could have sworn I put him in my greenhouse. And now I can't find him. Absolutely ridiculous. I just had to get some wire cutters. That works too. This is a carving pumpkin. Oh, these snails, y'all. I've got so many snails right now and roly-polies. They keep going after my brassicas, my broccoli, and my cabbage. You stay away from my potatoes. So what I did is I sliced up a bunch of potatoes and I put them out around my brassicas so that now they go after the potatoes instead of my brassicas. And what I'm gonna do this evening is just go throughout, take those potatoes with all those roly-polies and snails, and I'm gonna dump them in some water and get rid of them, and then I'll put the potato back as a trap so I can slowly cut down on their population. Diatomaceous earth can work for roly-polies because they do have that exoskeleton. It won't work for snails, but I can't find me a big bag of diatomaceous earth anymore. It's really frustrating. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna bury I'm gonna bury my gloves and get those out. Silly me. I used to be able to get a big old bag of diatomaceous earth from Tractor Supply for super cheap, and now all they have are these little tiny foofy bags that are expensive. What am I supposed to do with that? Oh, these things are heavy. That spider's missing some legs. What happened to your legs? I already have a bunch of pumpkins on the porch as well that I harvested a long time ago. But I'm gonna get these out of here. Oh. So, I'm finally soaking my garlic right now, y'all. I have never planted my garlic this late before. I always plant it in September. We'll still be fine. It's just, I wish I had done it last month. I've already seen it there. I've got several that are, their little roots are sprouting, which is what I like to see. They won't all look like that when I'm putting them out, but a good majority of them will. I like to soak them probably for at least 3 days. These things are still wanting to put out more pumpkins, but I don't need any more pumpkins, and I gotta get other things out here. Like my hairy vetch should be here any day. We'll be planting that out on these arches here. Oh boy. Got a cute little daddy long legs over here. What you doing? Ooh, what are you doing? Oh my goodness, that tickles. Going over there. There he goes. Daddy long legs are really good to have in the garden. They love to eat aphids. And they're completely harmless to us, y'all. They can't bite you. Oh, thank goodness for these gloves. Otherwise, I'd be itching like crazy right now. This can be my least favorite part of the season, is cleaning out the squash. Okay, Mom. You are in the way. Oh. Y'all want a potato? Actually, you know, I could use those potatoes as bait in the garden. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's see if there's any potatoes in here. Yeah, here we go. Ew, it's all gooey. Gross. We can still use it as bait and catch those little buggards. Put it by my brassicas. Here you go. I'm gonna sit you down. Right there. Yum. Yes, yes, that's a good idea. That's what I'm gonna do with these potatoes that I've accidentally left. Started growing more potatoes. So actually, no, that's a, nah, it's got a little hole in it. Kind of funny shaped little thing, isn't it? You're a funny little shape. See this nibbling damage here? I haven't had any cabbage worms, but these dang roly-polies and whatchamacall those things? Snails. Look at this. They're damaging my brassicas. I've never planted anything in this bed here during the winter, fall winter, so this will be kind of interesting. But this bed is absolutely, well, let me just show you. It's completely falling apart. I got all these spider webs here. Big old fat spiders. Look at you. I don't know if I just want to work my way around them or what. Okay. Just don't fall on my head, spiders. I did have one crawling on me, y'all. It was crawling up my back. It was a big one. I looked over on my shoulder and it was just crawling up my back. It did freak me out a bit, y'all. I know they don't really bite, but still. It gives me the creepy crawlies, you know? So what I decided I'm gonna do this year, with all my squash, with my winter squashes, I got so much. There's only so many we can really eat during the year. I'm gonna take my biggest ones and I'm gonna roast them in the oven. And I'm gonna make a bunch of pumpkin puree. Because the other day, y'all, I bought some. And I was thinking to myself, I don't need to buy this. I can make my own. So that's what I'm gonna do. And it's just nice to have on hand. If I wanna make pumpkin pie, pumpkin soups, pumpkin bread. I mean, there's so many things you can do with that stuff. So that is what I'm gonna do. So I don't have anything going to waste. Oh, waste not, want not. Isn't that a saying? Oh, look at that. I left my shears right there. Well, my husband's wire cutters. You don't want to lose those. See, this is how I lose my tools. I'm so bad. And now I'm starting to wonder, was that a dream? Did I dream that I found my pruning shears? I swore I found them last night in the dark. I was coming out here to get my goats. We'll figure that out later. Oh goodness, you just go forever. Oh, shoot. Forgot about that spider web above my head. Tomorrow you're getting covered. You're getting covered with squash. Ouch, you. Sting ants. I swear, they're so mean. They hurt. They just bite you right away. They don't even give me a chance. I'm gonna have to go through here with a shovel and dig up some of these potatoes. I swear, those stinging ants. Almost looks like he took a chunk out of my skin. Oh my goodness, y'all, I saw this right here and I was like, oh my goodness, is that like a chicken leg? Just a root, obviously, but for just a split second I was like, oh geez, I don't want to find any dead bodies, you know. Look at that. I hate those stinging ants. They're so mean. It's heavy. Don't worry, I'm not going to really leave you in here. I do have a leaf in my hair. It happens all the time. Check this out though. I decided, you know, this chicken run has such good soil because, well, chickens live in here. So I wanted to go ahead and plant some trees. So I've got a couple mulberries growing. Look at this. Taking off like a rocket. So I'm gonna do that more. I'm just gonna get more little dwarf fruit trees, you know, probably do some peaches. That way too the chickens get a little bit of shade, a little protection. I'm honestly getting hot. I think I'm gonna go put my hair up and grab my hat. Oh, that feels better. I got my carrot seeds. I think these are carrot seeds. You know what I did, y'all? I forgot my husband how to take my car to work today, and I left my rutabaga seeds in the car. I knew I needed to take those out. Then I forgot. Look at this. This is my spaghetti squash plant that I planted later in the season because the pickle worms were just so horrific this year. I do have some squash growing. The problem though is the pickle worms still are out a little bit, but they're not as bad. Look. No, look at this one. That makes me happy. Maybe we'll get some spaghetti squash out of this. You know, spaghetti squash is a winter squash, but it grows pretty quickly compared to other winter squashes. So we could get lucky. This poor wagon. I'll probably have to bring these up and then fill it up again. Oh, oh good. Plenty in there. This is the Danvers carrot. I've never done this one before. I wanted to try it this year. Again, it's a little stubby carrot too, so we'll see how it does. There you are. Gonna stay? No. Oh my goodness. Should have brought my big wagon. Shall we even try to bring this up to the house? That one is very precarious. I think I'm gonna have to carry it. Oh, that's right. Huh. I have that one way up there, but I can't get it. It's too high. Nathan's gonna have to get it for me. We'll just hold this one. Marl, what are you digging at? She's got something in it, and now is eating it. I don't know what the heck. Whoa. Let me fix this darn thing's wheels. It's gracious, I pull it like that, it's gonna break. It's definitely fall, y'all. Those leaves are fallen. Do I want to go this way? I think that's just what's gonna have to happen. I put this wagon through way too much, don't I? This poor thing. I've had this thing for 12 years. I got it for $10 for my girls. They hated being in strollers, so they wanted to be able to see all around them. I got this thing for them. We're gonna duck because there's a spider web right above us. Doop, boop. When my husband Nathan was going through basic training, and then his 9 months of training to learn how to be a Black Hawk crew chief, I lived with my parents in San Diego because my girls were so young. When he left, Melody, my youngest, was just a month old, and Lily was just barely 2. I got this wagon out there. It's just been all over the place. Hey you, the daddy longleg. You need to stay out in the garden. Come here. They're right there. Ha! I forgot I have pumpkins out here too. Volunteer pumpkins. That's all I'm gonna ask it to do today. Poor thing. Stink bug. You're the bad one. Come here. You're bad, dude. Seriously? You're always trying to kill me, I swear. Oh gosh, there's too many of these things. Okay. 2 more. That's it. Oh, look. That rose is blooming. Oh, this one is very fragrant. I can't remember what this one's called, though. Ah, that is lovely. I'm going to be moving all these rose bushes out into my veggie garden because they get massacred every year by a deer. I think I'm going to have to bring that inside when I'm done. Two. What a cute little shape. See if I can get them at the same time. Is this a good idea? I don't know. One second, Buttercup. Oh boy. What am I gonna do with this thing? There you go. There you have it. All the pumpkins. And I managed to get you guys upstairs too with those 2 pumpkins. Oh, that's right, I still have 2 pumpkins here. I'll get those later. Come here, you. Roll you over here. Along with some potatoes. Ah, shoot. Ugh, this stuff is the stickiest. I don't have a spider on my hat, do I? Oh, hey, frog. Hey, little frog. Where did you go? Another rotten potato. It's perfect. I was needing more potatoes to cut up and put out here. We're gonna catch us some bugs. Ooh, what's that? That's one of those caterpillars, isn't it? Hey, what are you doing? You're big. Look at you. Oh. You even have a horn on your head. Do you see that? I found one of these in the yard the other day. I'm just gonna look up real quick what this is because I've been wanting to look it up. See how it has little eyes on its head? Well, they're supposed to look like eyes. They're not real eyes. There are roly-polies everywhere. And you know, I like roly-polies. They're good. They have their purpose. They're good at breaking down organic matter, but they will go after your plants. So I just kind of want to knock down their population just a little bit. So this is a Tursa sphinx caterpillar. And they're actually okay. And when they turn into their moth form, they pollinate things. So we'll just let this guy be. That's why I always like to look things up, because some stuff is beneficial, you know? You don't want to get rid of that stuff. They're pretty harmless from what I was reading, as far as what they feed on. So we'll just let it be. I'll just go set it in the garden somewhere. There you go. You're kind of creepy. Woohoo! Alright, y'all, we need to do the hustle because the sun's coming out. It's not going to get too hot today. I think it's only going to get up to 80, but still. I want to get these carrots buried before the sun hits this bed. Potato. Alright, we're ready to rock and roll. I don't normally beat my soil like that, but in this situation I wanted to get some of those potatoes up. I'm not going to really worry about getting the weeds to perfection, because once my carrots and rutabagas come up, I'm going to mulch this area really good, and we'll bury any weeds that pop up. Whoa, there's a lot in there. What I'm going to do is they should be about 2 to 3 inches apart. I'm going to do a row of carrots and then rutabagas. Carrots, rutabagas. We'll do about 3 seeds each time, and then I'll thin them out as they pop up. And I think I just have a bunch of topsoil, and I'm just going to sprinkle some topsoil on top of them, and we'll make our life easy. There is a massive spider in here, y'all. I went to go grab some soil and I grabbed the spider. Scared the bejesus out of me. I think it's got its little egg sac. Just so you know, if you subscribe to this channel, you're gonna see a lot of bugs. I like bugs, I like snakes, and I'm a gardener, so it's part of life out here. We'll deal with that spider later. Is there one in here? No. These rows are a little bit wonky. It's okay. I'm gonna come out here tonight and fill in the gaps with some rutabagas, and then I water everything really good. I put a lot more down than 3 because I forget that I have a ton of roly-polies in here, and they will eat some of the seeds before they sprout. Let me go clean my hands. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to rip these pumpkins plants down real fast. So I want to make this snippety snap. Because I'm hungry and I want to go eat something. Okay, there you have it, y'all. You just have to get real angry and it comes down pretty easy. I need to make sure I get rid of all of this foliage and give it to the chickens because I don't want any of those, any bugs, pests that were on there to get away and overwinter somewhere. And that's it. We're done for today. I'm just excited. Ew. There's bugs on me. Old gross flies that got their blood sucked out of them. Watch out, girl. I don't want to squish you. Ugh. Gosh, this is See, those pests will overwinter in your garden if you don't remove all the dead foliage. So it's important to clean your garden up each season. I know it can be easy to just let things sit, but don't do that. I'll clean this gourd one off later. That was a volunteer gourd. It's not going to have time to really mature. We'll get the pumpkins later. I'm tired. Oh, hello. Go on. It's Daddy Longlegs season. You guys eating all those bugs? I really do appreciate that. That was good. We got some stuff accomplished. See what my dogs are doing. I hope you all are well and safe, and please take care of yourselves. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I hope to see you next time.